In part 4 of our Great Western Plains adventure, we showed you the first instalment of our Dubbo Zoo adventure, where Saxon got to see in person his two most favourite animals ever, the rhinos and the elephants. Coming up in part 5, we show you the wild animal encounter, where we go on a behind-the-scenes tour, learning about animal conservation, and we get to meet the sweetest new addition to the zoo, Kamari. Welcome to Taronga Western Plains Zoo. It's got a QR code, so it gives you information if you scan it with your phone. You excited?
How cool is that?
Yeah, my horn.
Yes, you've got your horns. You ready for the
Rhino.
Rhino.
And elephant.
Welcome to the zoo, everyone.
Thank you.
We're going to go to some behind the scenes areas of the zoo and check out some African animals. Predominantly we're focusing on rhinos, but also learn a bit about how the zoo does work. Welcome to the zoo, everyone. Taronga Western Plains Zoo. And that's the black rhino breeding facility, or the conservation complex, as we house 8 black rhinos there. We are the only breeding complex for black rhinos in the Australasian region. We're going to cross over here. Kafara!
Look, Saxon!
Kafara, come on, good girl.
See her. I see him.
Come on. Good. Really? I'm going to put the brows up on this feeder here. She's on the smaller side, but females don't grow quite as big as males. Got very small eyes, you can't see very well. Look at those big funnel ears. They can hear exceptionally well. Look at this lip, called a prehensile upper lip, and it acts like a finger or a hand. Black rhinos are actually solitary animals. They don't live in herds or family groups. These guys can run at 40-50 k's an hour. They can turn nearly 180 degrees on the spot while they're still running. This is the unfortunate downside to why we have rhinos in captivity as well, so poaching. Their horn is made from a protein called keratin, which is the exact same thing your hair and your fingernails are made from. One of the biggest reasons to be sold on the black market is in many medicines. We need to start educating people not to buy it. Scientifically, it's proven to do absolutely nothing. It doesn't have any magical effects on your body or anything like that. Having insurance populations, having education, awareness, being able to get this close to a rhino and feel safe is a really cool opportunity. Mapani, come on.
Hey everybody, look at the size of this. How cool is he? Is this just the best ever?
Come on.
Yeah, they're going to get some fighting.
Boy, Winston, come on.
Yeah, they're going to get some fighting. Oh, look at the baby coming.
That is so cute.
Oh yeah, I see the serrations. Wow. Oh, you are so cute.
Good girls. She doesn't eat it either, but I just give her some. Sometimes she likes to gum it and just smell it. Good girl.
It's like a rusk.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Also, so she associates this experience with positive, so she's, quite happy.
So this is Kwanzaa. He's a 16-year-old male black rhino. Kwanzaa has been trained and conditioned, and he's learnt that it doesn't matter who's feeding him, he's getting food, so it's a good experience. Favourite food would probably be banana.
Started to form a bit of a bond, bit of company for each other. See all this poo behind them? It's not that the keepers have been lazy, it's called a midden. And it's a pile of poo. They go back to the same spot every time to go to the toilet. And what it is a form of communication. We leave it there because it's a natural behaviour. If they didn't have that spot to go to the toilet every time, they'd start to get quite stressed.
I bet you just want to hug her.
Oh, so bad. All right, we'll jump back on the bus, everyone.
That was cool. That little baby's so gorgeous. Excited, Baz? We're going to drive through all the animals.
So this is our mixed exhibit. It's an African Savannah exhibit. So there's several different species out here. So it looks like we're being watched by Njanu and Kindu over there. This is Kindu and Njanu making a bit of a roadblock.
We'll just drive underneath them. Yeah. Hi guys.
Be able to go around.
It's so cool.
Hi, mate.
Now I can't stop because of the water, but I will go back around. So otherwise we'll get bogged.
Yeah, we're not going to get out and push you.
No, I don't recommend it. That's a giraffe hay feeder. Can be winched down to ground level, filled full of hay, and then pulled back up to their head height so that they can feed quite naturally and they don't have to be bending down. And here we have Cuddles having a bit of a pose.
Can't believe my eyes.
So Cuddles is the only African elephant in Australia. And she did come over with a herd of other African elephants. They were all orphans. Their parents were sort of poached in Africa, so they came over here, and the rest of the herd were older than her, so they've since passed away from age-related illnesses. Just on your left as well is the Congolese buffalo.
Oh wow, Sebastian.
That is a semi-amphibious antelope called a sidatunga. She lives in swamp or marsh areas. To protect themselves from predators is actually submerged completely underwater except for her nose, so she can still breathe, and that way she can hide. And on the right is your eland. So that's your spiral horned antelope on the right. This is one of our accommodation facilities, Zoofari Lodge. Zoofari is the premium accommodation. The zoo actually relies heavily on funding from the accommodation facilities. These are all not-for-profit. Profit goes back into the zoo. You get an all-inclusive stay, including several tours, animal feeds. They have a personal view out to the African Savannah with a private deck. Well, that brings us to the end of the tour. Hope you've enjoyed the tour and have maybe learnt one or two things. That's good, that's all right. It's my pleasure.
Right, Aiden, what was your favourite part, buddy?
The elephants.
You love the elephants.
Like the hippos, the rhinos. I like all the drive when we went to drive through the all the animals, and I suppose I like the elephants. I love the dog. Mommy.
Yes, darling.
I just want a hippo. Please have the hippo.
Probably not, buddy. Coming up in part 6, it's feeding time at the zoo. We show you a visual feast of wild animal displays, take you on a tour of Taronga's awesome toy and souvenir shop, and show you other fun ways to keep the kids entertained.